Arc Raider Server Slam / Open Beta, whatever you want to call it, is this weekend, and we got a little bit of extra information from a top doggy, one of the devs, specifically executive producer. I always forget how to pronounce it. Alexander. Oh my god, what is that? Grandel. It's one of those. I'm sorry, I'm butchering it, but gave us some information about Arc Raiders. Pretty much, Arc Raiders, everything you need to know. I figured we go over and talk about some stuff, and yeah, kind of get ready for the beta weekend for Arc Raiders. Hello there. I want to discuss everything you need to know about what's in the game. As everybody pretty much already knows, Arc Raiders is a multiplayer extraction adventure set in a lethal future Earth. Case in point, hey man, it's the next step in extraction shooters, console extraction shooters. I might not add, you know what I'm saying? It's been a lot of PC extraction shooters that we've got, but it's the honestly probably outside of like Hunt Showdown and like a couple other like small brand ones, it's probably like the next biggest one that we've got. In short, you'll build a name for yourself in Speranza by taking quests, improving your gear with treasures scavenged from the dangerous world above, and making it back alive. Come back with your pack full or pass out on the surface and return empty-handed. I like how here it says come back with a full pack or pass out. So like, I mean, obviously in universe, motherfuckers are dying, right? People, I don't know. That's just an interesting wording there. I might be reading too much into it, but I thought that was pretty funny. Okay, so topside, what do we got topside? Topside is a place where you spend most of your time in Arc Raiders looking for valuable loot. We are not alone. The Arc comes in many different shapes and sizes, but be aware, they are all significant threats to any raiders. You will face the small 8-legged spider-looking machine called ticks. I like ticks. I think ticks are cool. I kind of wish they acted more like compies or like swarm units, where it's like, because I mean, at least so far on like the beta and like the tech test that we played, when you run into them, it's usually like 2 or 3 at most, you know, which is like, yeah, it's whatever. Then like you'll swing at them with your hammer or whatever, and like you might miss, and then they'll do the jump attack and like suck on your face a little bit, which is cool. I'm not hating on it or anything, but I think it would be pretty interesting. Like, I don't know, I feel like it would be super cool to see like a large mass, like 10 or 15 of them motherfuckers just like in a room, and like you walk in there or like fall in a hole or something and they just like swarm the shit out you. I think that could be pretty cool, because like they are at this point right now like a pretty low level creature, like a low level Arc, which is fine. I think they should stay that way, but I think it would be pretty cool to have them have like a big like oh no version, which I think would be pretty cool. The Snitch can be seen in the air looking for suspicious activity, and if they spot a raider out in the open, they will call in reinforcements. Make sure to stay hidden or take them out quick. Snitches ain't too bad. They pretty much do their job as intended. They're annoying as intended, especially because they'll call over other homies, which we'll read about later, but I think the Snitcher's in a pretty good spot. We also have larger machines like the Leaper. They changed this name, who patrols outside and poses massive threats with his destructive leap attack. They changed his name. I think in the beta or the tech test it was called the Bison. Yeah, I think it was the Bison. Or the Bombardier, who with the help of spotter drones will seek raiders out and target, designate for a lethal mortar attack. These motherfuckers right here, bro, we got beef. We have so much, bro. The Bombardier, bro, or the Bombarder, whatever, they clean up baby raiders, bro. I seen so many motherfuckers like on the dam trying to like one-on-one the Bombarder, bro, and just get wiped. Them missiles do not play. There are more arcs like ground-based Pop, Fireball, and Bastion, and flying arcs like Wasp, Hornets, and whoa. No, okay, I'm getting him confused with the Rocketeer. Whoa, this motherfucker's new. I think this motherfucker's, I don't think we've seen this guy before. The Rocketeer is the one I was talking about. Yeah, I'm interested to see what this one is then. Okay, because I was going to say the mortar attack doesn't seem like rockets. So yeah, if this guy is anything like this guy, if the Bombarder is anything like the Rocketeer, we're going to be in for a world of hurt, bro. And if they got some kind of combo, that's going to be bad. Also, Wasp and Hornets, they're okay. Wasp are generally easier to take down. The Hornets have like the armor plating on the front, like a little bit of their like quad rotors, so they're a little more annoying, but They're not bad. Pops and fireballs are pretty cool too. They're also missing there's like a big version. There's like the pop is like the baby version, and then the fireball is like the roller joint that like spews shit. There's also like a bigger roller version. I think that kind of acts like the snitch, but on the ground kind of. It kind of rolls around, and then like if you aggro it, I think it was like start making noise and stuff like that. I don't really remember it too much. I kind of got the pop, the fireball, and that one confused a lot, especially the pop and the fireball, because they pretty much look the same, but like one would just shoot fire at you. There are even larger machines as large as an apartment building roaming the surface at times. The queen is ferociously defending the harvester, a structure with unknown purpose. Taking on the queen will most likely lead to a quick defeat, but for a seasoned raider, there's always a way. There are even rumors of other large variants too. This is what I was kind of looking and hoping for. Like, I like the queen, and don't get me wrong, I haven't even beat I ain't beat the bitch yet. Me and my homie kind of like shot at her for shits and giggles, but we haven't really taken her down yet, which she will be something. But I'm glad to see that they aren't just like having this be like the only big bad, and they have other large variants too. I mean, even in the Arc Raiders like builds that we played, we've seen they have I forget what the specific name of it is, but there's like a carcass that you can loot that's pretty much like something like the queen, but like I think it's, if not as bigger than her. Arc is by far not the only threat topside. There are other raiders up there as well. Maybe you can make friends or two, but watch your back as other raiders are competing for the same loot. You can choose to go alone or as a squad of up to 3 players, all viable in different ways. The matchmaking will prioritize squad versus squad and solo versus solo, which I think is a fire addition, bro. Like, especially given how other games are kind of handling it. I appreciate that they give you the opportunity to pretty much play as a solo, a duo, or a trio. And even though there's not like a dedicated solos, duos, trios list or like playlist, you loading in doesn't necessarily guarantee that you will run into like a full stack every time. But it also makes those encounters like even more kind of like engaging, especially as someone who like knows this. It's because like, okay, if you have this information and you go in kind of assuming everybody you encounter will be a solo, and then like you just randomly run into a group of 3, you're like, shit. You know, it's like maybe let me not take these people on. Or maybe you got something like the Arpeggio or the Anvil or something, like, you know what, I could probably pop one real quick, take the other one, you know. So I really appreciate their matchmaking system for sure, because on the one hand you're not segregating everybody, but you're also giving a chance to have all those different encounters in one kind of game. All topside ventures take place in different locations around the Rust Belt. Your first location will be Dam Battlegrounds. Is it Buried City? The spaceport is a derelict launch facility filled with old technology across different industrial locations. And the raiders have also found their way to Blue Gate, a location higher up in the mountains featuring open areas, small towns, tunnels, and underground complexes, to name a few. There are even rumors of a place called Stella Montis, but what that is and how to get there is still unknown. Which I think this, I seen this floating around on Twitter earlier. I think this is like Latin for like mountain star. It translates to star of the mountain. I mean, obviously it's probably gonna be like up high somewhere, maybe. That's my guess. I doubt they do anything like space related. So it's got, if they do some shit like that, that'd be crazy. Maybe a spaceport at the very least, or at the very most. It also would kind of clash with Blue Gate, which we haven't seen yet, which is also like another mountain area. So I don't know. This is going to be very interesting. I mean, from all that we've seen Battlegrounds, we've seen Buried City, and we've seen Spaceport. So obviously I'm pretty excited to see Blue Gate, and then whenever this comes out. All locations feature different weather and times of day, and on top of that, at times a location might have special conditions applied. Some of these are called night raids that take place at night, where the loot is better and the threat of arc is higher. Other conditions are harvest season that offer higher yield of nature loot, or electromagnetic storm, hidden bunkers, etc., to name a few. I didn't really get to experience these too much in the tech test outside of like the night maps. So I'm very interested to see, one, how many variants or like conditions we have, and then 2, how they kind of spread across the map, because I'm not sure if, like, I know for the nature one, I think we only saw that go on the spaceport. So I wonder if like in the full game they'll be on like other maps or whatever, if they'll like kind of cross connect. We'll see. But these, I hope they're more kind of like impactful. I mean, obviously outside of like it being nighttime and like the one with like a big ass boss on the map, I hope there's, I mean, like electromagnetic storm seems pretty cool, but like how impactful will it be? That's kind of what I'm looking to see for sure. Speranza, home. Due to the arc threat on the surface, humans have created a new living in the relative safety below the surface. Performing various actions topside grants your raider experience, and you'll reach certain threshold for raider levels. For each level, you'll get a skill point. You can put those towards new skills and abilities. There are a plethora of choices here, so you will be able to configure your raider to their personal preference. A more mobile raider, more stealthy, carry more, the choice is yours. This, with like how they're doing the wipe mechanic, kind of confuses me, because it's like, is it going to be a scenario where like once you kind of get max, will you be able to just stay? But I know if you opt into the wipe mechanic, you like lose levels. So how does that work? I gotta see how this system is gonna work, bro, because like this, especially for this stuff with like the XP and the skill points, how is that gonna like play into effect with all that stuff? Topside, there are also feats to complete. These are small objectives like destroy 5 wasps, etc., that upon completion grants the raider cred. These creds can then be spent to unlock rewards in raider decks. There will be both free and paid raider decks over time. Oh, okay, so I guess this is kind of like their battle pass. And while most of them are permanent, some are time limited as well. Okay, so it's gonna be like another pass type situation. That's fine, that's okay. You know, it's fair enough. There's also a codex. This is a growing repository of your raiders' accumulated knowledge about Ark, the people, and the places in the Rust Belt. The more you progress, the more entries you will unlock. The workshop is where you upgrade, craft, and repair your gear and your weapons. The traders, obviously, there'll be vendors and stuff like that. We can get different gear from, weapons, materials. There are also trials to complete every week. These are harder challenges that come in multiple difficulty levels. And if you perform well, you will be ranked on the Speranza Raiders leaderboard. Every week, new masteries and rewards will be available. Preparations. Ready to go topside? You can customize your raider and make the raider you want to be. You can customize your raider with different faces, face styles, hairstyles, and body type. Additionally, you can choose cosmetics that come with a wide array of color options and details toggles that let you define your style. No raider is complete without a backpack, so you have options there as well as backpack attachments and charms. I like the Arc Raiders customization. I'm a little disappointed that it doesn't seem to be as modular as it is in the finals, but I don't hate it in the slightest. I still like what they got going on. You still have like a lot of options for it. Like I said, I still wish it was like as modular as it is in the finals, but I can appreciate what you're doing. I can appreciate what they're doing. Customize your raider to fit your playstyle with a plethora of weapons, everything from the Rattler, a simple automatic rifle, to the Volcano, a close range shotgun, to more high-tech weapons like energy weapons like the Equalizer, and more. There's a lot to choose from here, and you can further specialize your weapon by adding attachments or adding them to your workshop for full-on upgrade. I wonder if they'll let us do weapon customization. I know we can do a lot of character customization, but like weapon customization would also be pretty cool. Even if it's like a camo or like a paint or like a charm, I think that would be nice too. I mean, obviously you'll lose them if you die with them, and I'm sure that's like a whole system they would have to work out, but it would be nice to see like weapon customization as well. Especially playing solo, there's a lot, like the gadgets are fire, bro. You have so many different utils, bro, that you can help you kind of get like a leg up on stuff. I definitely appreciate the gadget play in this game. I know like shield swapping was like a big sort of point of contention with this, so I wonder if they're still going to stick with like the non-shield swapping, or if they'll let people actually do that. I know these two kind of go hand in hand, so I'm going to assume probably not, but it's going to be interesting to see how that system actually comes into the full game. Scrappy, big up Scrappy. That's a very nice habit of collecting items for you. Thank him by training him or giving him some nice cosmetics too. I've seen some of the Scrappy cosmetics, bro. It's pretty gas, bro. It's pretty gas. Put like a space helmet on him, put a little hat on him. Yeah, I like Scrappy. So, are you ready to become a raider? The Rust Belt awaits, full of challenges, treasures, and untold stories. Whether you choose to be brave at solo or forge alliances, Arc Raiders offers a dynamic and evolving experience we hope you will all enjoy. Pre-order rewards. We know about the pre-order rewards. Hey, okay, so this is pretty good information. I mean, I wasn't expecting a whole bunch of new stuff, but I mean, we got some good insight. I will definitely say, for me specifically, obviously outside of like Blue Gate and this like 5th map, learning about some of the other like special conditions for maps and even like the extra arcs, very interested to see what happened. This motherfucker got me keyed in, because I thought the bombarder was the Rocketeer, and from my experience with the Rocketeer, that motherfucker's bad. So if he's anything like that, anything close, woo, I don't know, bro. We'll have to see. Hey man, all I can say is Arc Raiders is shaping up to be juicy. Open beta, server slam, whatever you want to call it, comes out this weekend, the 17th through the 19th. Pretty much got a week after that, and then full launch. I'm gonna be on that bitch all weekend, and then after that game come out, it's gonna be pretty crazy. So expect a lot of Arc Raiders content. If that's your thing, be sure to, you know, stick around, like the video, all that good stuff, because we got a lot of stuff coming up rapidly close. It's been a long time since that Summer Games Fest announcement. The wait is thankfully almost over. Hey, that's all I got for y'all today. Catch y'all on the next one. See you.